Luke chapter 9, verse 12 to 17. Here, there is a story where Jesus fed 5,000 people in a remote place. The disciples probably did not expect Jesus to feed so many people, because they suggested sending the people to the villages to find food for themselves. When they told this to Jesus, he replied, "You give them something to eat." I am thankful to Jesus for saying this to the disciples. It might have sounded strange, but perhaps those words were very helpful to the disciples in making them realize that their thoughts and plans were different from Jesus's. Rather than trying to find a solution on their own, it seems that this was a message to help them bring what they had to Jesus first, awakening their hearts. I wondered why the disciples didn't first think that Jesus would feed these people. Even after they had seen many miracles Jesus performed before that. Even though I have been convinced many times that God is almighty, there are times when I don't seek his answer first. Instead, I make my heart busy trying to find a solution for my troubled heart and my problems. If I think about it, this seems like a very natural human mind. Jesus must have been watching my heart and thoughts from the side, just as he watched his disciples at that time. The disciples' hearts must have been busy and complicated when they saw that many people hungry, even in a remote place. Feeding 5,000 people was a huge task. Although the disciples didn't seek Jesus' help from the beginning, he didn't scold them. Instead, he helped open their hearts and allowed them to naturally speak about their own condition. When the disciples brought what they had to Jesus, he performed the miracle. The miracle of feeding 5,000 people was a tremendous miracle. However, I am touched by Jesus' mercy in guiding the hearts of the disciples to make that miracle possible. I realize again that what God wants from me is not a great work visible to people. He simply wants me to open my heart honestly and place everything in his hands, no matter what it is. In order for God to work, our hearts must be ready to see the miracle. We often become foolish and weak. We often forget and look elsewhere. Jesus kindly wants to help me realize what I've forgotten and guide me in the right direction. I want to quiet my heart to recognize and follow his guidance, so that I can see the miracle of God taking place in my heart.